Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to do a love reading on Mr. Kim Taehyung, but not just any love reading. Today we're going to do a Mrs. Taehyung reading. We're going to see what we can discover about Mrs. Taehyung. So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to set the scene for Mrs. Taehyung. So let's see, what is the scene, what is the environment, the energy for Mrs. Taehyung. Let's first set the scene. All right, the scene has been set. So the first thing we have is the healing earth. Okay, so it says love, humility, and respect. Second card we have out is the Skyfire. Now it speaks of message channels and information. So the scene is kind of set, and it says it kind of looks like Mrs. Taehyung is kind of, it's like, okay, it's showing that she's definitely on the earth. Okay, so that's a good thing. And then we have the Skyfire, which is messages, channel, information. So it's almost like they're in communication with each other right now. It seems like, whether it's telepathic communication or maybe some type of messaging or emailing or calling, but it's showing that they're in touch with each other. Okay, so it looks like he knows Mrs. Taehyung right now. That's the environment that I'm seeing. Okay, and it's definitely looking like it's kind of feeling like a soul mate type of connection, but we're going to put some cards on it. So let's see. Let's get some clarification on this energy for Mrs. Taehyung. Give me clarification on the healing earth. Let's stay here for Mrs. Taehyung. Healing the earth. Okay, so it's some type of increase here. And it's a cycle of increase when it comes to Mrs. Taehyung. It's like she's very lucky. It's like she walks a path that is adorned with jewels. Like, I don't know if the path is already created like that for her, or any path that she chooses is magical almost. It's almost like she got a healing touch. Okay, she probably know all the right words to say. She probably knows the correct way to caress you to make you feel better. But there's a lot of love, and she's very humble, and she's a very respectful person. Okay, and this is not just like a one-time thing. Like, this is cycles for her. It's like it's like she's a very lucky person, whoever she is. Okay, sister is lucky. So next we have the Skyfire. Why is the Skyfire here for Mrs. Taehyung? Okay, so next we have spirit. Yeah, she has a very good spirit, and it speaks of intuition and manifestation. So that can tell me, because this card is definitely giving me some type of manifestation, telepathic type of communication. But they have a spiritual connection, and it's almost like, look at her kind of looking at that crystal ball. So it is giving me like they're manifesting each other. They may be in communication in some type of telepathic type of way. Okay, Mrs. Taehyung intuition is very good. Okay, it's very on point. She's good at manifesting. So it's like she's very, sister got her own. Let's say that. Okay, she got her own car. She got her own house. Independent. Very lucky. Very spiritually guided. She is. This is Mrs. Taehyung. So let's see. Let's pull some cards here. Give me more about a description on Mrs. Taehyung. Give me the best cards from this deck to describe Mrs. Taehyung. Okay. So the cards that came out, we got the Garden and the Grave. So the Garden card speaks of, just growth. It speaks of her being very like manifesting. She know how to manifest and create what she wants. She know how to create a fully blossom garden. Okay, this garden is healthy, it's full of all, you know, it's like she knows how to create blessings in her life, period. And the garden also kind of speaks of like a wedding ceremony, celebration. But then we have the grave here, which speaks of a transformation, the ending of one situation and the start of a new one. So it's like she may not hold on to grudges. She know how to let things go. And it's like she's growing, like she's the type of person that grows and learns. Okay, because to have all this growth right here, it's like I don't see any weeds in that garden. Okay, that's nothing like holding her back, because she knows how to deal with situations and release them and let them go and let it go. Let's see. Let's pull more on that. Give me more about the garden for Mrs. Taehyung. Why is the garden part here for Mrs. Taehyung? Okay, yeah. Homegirl got a lot of achievements, honey. And this is not just any type of achievements. It's like she achieving a lot worldwide, kind of like, you know. It's like homegirl got her own everything. And she can stand on her own. She's very independent. Okay. And then with the 10 here, it's like, she got the 10 of Pentacles. She got the money. Yeah, she's showing up as somebody that's very profitable. Like if she has a business, it's making money, honey. She's not broke at all. We got the grave here, though. Why is the grave here for Mrs. Taehyung? Okay, like I said, she's very assertive. This card came out, assertive and endurance. So she's independent and she's strong. She's very assertive. Like I said, she knows how to transform herself. She knows how to stand her guard when she needs to. And she also knows how to stand up and go the test of time. Like, she don't give up fast. No, she don't. Girl. Honey, she'll block you if she had to, honey. She ain't taking no crap from nobody. Okay, Mrs. Taehyung. Now, give me, why is the Skyfire here for Mrs. Taehyung? Okay. So, I don't know if they've been talking about having children, because this is an agreement with a womb. This is an agreement over, you know, a womb of having children. Okay, I don't know if this is an agreement over multiple women as well. This is multiple women. And this is a womb and making agreements. So, but it's a companionship. Like, they both have this, the messaging and speaking, or maybe they know that there's a soulmate out there for them and they're looking for each other. So there's some type of soul agreement here, some type of agreement here when it comes to, but this is a 7. So there's options out there. So I don't know if he can completely see her because of the options he has. But there's some type of telepathic communication going on here, or some type of messages or channeling that's going on. Information is coming in to him concerning Mrs. Taehyung, or information is coming in to Mrs. Taehyung concerning him. So give me more about the Skyfire and companionship for Mrs. Taehyung. Yeah, we got influence. So it is like, I'm getting that they speaking, they talking to each other. There's some type of influence here. Okay, but it feels like with this snake kind of crossing the line, it feels like they're being influenced by outside influencers, and not really good ones. So there's some type of influence here when it comes to this relationship. I don't know if people on the outside, you know, influencing their relationship. The snake is whispering to them, and he's trying to protect her, but it seems like she's kind of listening. So, and I don't know if issues, because like you say, like I said, she's over here profitable. She's over here blooming. She's making, you know, with the flowers here. But, you know, like I said, the snake is trying to penetrate their side of the card. But, you know, it looks like Taehyung trying to protect her. Give me more about the influence and companionship card for Mrs. Taehyung. right, the two cards that popped out. Okay, ego and independence. Yeah, sister girl, oh, she's so independent. She's too independent for her own good sometimes. Okay, because it's like he wants to protect her and try to protect her, but it's kind of hard to protect her because she got an ego, because she's so independent. She's so used to standing up for her own and doing her own thing. But sometimes that her ego can sometimes not be always a good thing for her. It's not always a plus. Like, that's not a pro for Mrs. G, not Mrs. Gion, Mrs. Taehyung. Okay, she do got an ego, and she may be very attractive. Like, the opposite sex may be very attracted to her as well. And because of that, it's, I don't know if he's protective of her because he think she's beautiful, and she's always just so independent. Like, I don't need protection, but she's always standing up, trying to be strong. She's a strong person. So let's see. Give me more about the increase for Mrs. Taehyung. Why is this increase here? We got the mature man here. The mature man got money. He's mature. He could be, he could be young and act mature, or he could be an older person. But we got the mature part here. Let me find out why it's the mature man here. Oh, honey, the mature man is a concern when it comes to Mrs. Taehyung. So because it's in the increase for her. So there's a lot of increase in her life, but I don't know if there's older men that's coming in increasing, and it's kind of like a concern. I don't know, if she's running into those type of obstacles. Let me find out. Let me see. Why is the message of concern here for Mrs. Taehyung? Yeah, it's hard for her to make decisions when it comes to taking her path. With the Two of Swords. So sometimes she may be a little naive. She's too independent for her own good. Okay, she ain't perfect, clearly. But that's a concern when it comes to Taehyung. That's the only concern he has with her. That when he tries to protect her, she tries to stand up for her own stuff, and then sometimes, it don't turn out. It's turn out. That's an increase, but it's like she's not able to make the right decisions, or if she don't take the blindfolds off, she's kind of too naive. Okay, or maybe too nice. You're too nice, sweetie. So let's see. Give me more about the Two of Swords. Oh, okay. And we got the King of Wands here. So it's almost like she's too naive. It's almost like she may be very pretty, and she maybe have a lot of suitors around her. Okay, a lot of options, a lot of people that may be approaching her. And it's because she is so pretty, they be approaching with that wand, honey. But then it's also opportunity. So she may not be able to see which opportunities are good for her sometimes. Okay, she's so independent. She may be young. Okay. Let's see. But she's very assertive. It's assertion here. Why is the assertion card here for Mrs. Taehyung? Well, she probably inserted because she had to. She probably came from an environment that, required her to be a little tough. Okay, but she's trying to move away from those, from troubled waters into calmer waters, so that she can probably be more, less assertive. She may not have to stand up, but right now it seems like she has to stand up and be assertive, especially if she's a businesswoman, or she's dealing in the corporate business, or in Hollywood, or anything like that. Yes, you got to be strong. You got to be assertive. So right now she's being very assertive when it comes to her standing up for what she believes in. But sometimes she gets confused because and it happens to girls sometimes. Because we are nice, generally we're nice, but then sometimes people take that as weakness, and then we have to stand up and be assertive, and then they're like, oh my God, you're being so aggressive, you're being too much. It's like, no. Okay, because I need to make a decision, the best decision for me, that's going to give me peace of mind, period. So she's very assertive, okay? But she's assertive because she had to be. So what's the endurance here? Yeah, honey, she may get to the point that she be, you know, she's okay with being by herself, you know, disconnecting, so that she can have her peace of mind. Because sister girl probably had to fight a lot. You know, she had to stand up for what she believed in. Give me more about the Hermit and the endurance. Okay. We got the Eight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, I'm sorry. It's almost looking like somebody is coming in with the passion. Somebody coming in fast. I don't know if Taehyung came in at this time when Mrs. Taehyung was going through some issues, and he came in, you know, as somebody that's passionate about the same thing she's passionate about. But he came in fast. He came in with some good ideas. But at the same time, it's almost like he's not showing up as the King of Wands, because he may be going through the same stuff as she's going through, and he's trying to learn too. But at the same time, he's showing up. Okay, because like I said, she's so independent. She's standing by herself, and he's saying you don't have to, because I'm here to try to help you. I'm here to protect you. Give me more about this independence and Knight of Wands for Mrs. Taehyung. Yeah, sister girl so used to fighting by herself and doing things by herself. Okay, I don't know if she came from a family of being raised with all boys. I don't know if she came from a family where she had to always be tough. But this is something that's been in her. Okay, having to fight for her passion, having to stand up for what she believes in. Okay, her and Taehyung kind of connect on those two things. They're both very passionate. And it's like he came in at the time where she was fighting for herself, standing up for herself. And he came in to kind of to help her say, yes, good job, you're doing a good job, you know, even though he's not coming in to rescue, but he's coming in with advice, because I feel like he's he's going through the same thing. Okay, so, but we got the ego here. Let's find out why it's the ego here for Mrs. Taehyung. Why is the ego here for Mrs. Taehyung, honey? Ooh, okay. We got the devil energy. Okay, Mrs. Taehyung. I mean, girl. Give me more about the devil energy for Mrs. Taehyung and her ego. Okay. Mrs. Taehyung may be a little stubborn, y'all. She may be a little... And not in like, oh, I'm stubborn, and no, she's just really just getting to the point that in order to be this independent woman that she is, she had a hard road, okay? And everything that comes to her, low vibrational energy, she is refusing it, okay? Any type of that she feels like it's not good for her. Some people may think that she got some type of ego, she got some type of chip on her shoulder, but sister done been through some things. Mrs. Taehyung ain't come from a silver spoon type of lifestyle. She came from a rough lifestyle. And that's why she has that outer exterior. It's like she has this type of attitude about her. People don't quite understand because she's been through a lot. And she's not taking any more of this low vibrational crap. So she comes across as somebody with an ego. She's so independent. Okay? But when somebody comes in trying to, you know, somebody, it's like, but it's Taehyung is showing as somebody coming in and trying to protect her from those type of things. Why is the influence card here for Mrs. Taehyung? Yeah. It's like coming in, offering, making an offer to her. Okay. It's with the pentacles, like a material offer. It's not a big offer. It's you know, like I say, he's coming in as a friend at first. But he's definitely coming in as somebody that's adding value. Okay, and she's adding value too. She adds value to him as well. But he got to get past that stubbornness. It's almost like he liked the little attitude she gives, because he understands it. Okay, so let's find out more about this devil energy. Let's make sure we understand this energy with Miss Taehyung. Why is this devil energy here for Mrs. Taehyung? Okay, we got courtship. Okay, so because of this, all this independence that she has, I don't know if Mrs. Taehyung is out there dating a couple people. Let's put that out there first. So she may be out there dating a couple people. Miss Taehyung is beautiful, honey. Miss Taehyung got options. She had to fight them off with a stick sometimes. And sometimes they come in and act like they give an opportunity, but sometimes they come in just they just coming in with a 1 sometimes. So sometimes she don't know who to trust. But she only moving with truth, okay? She got her source with her, baby. But it's like she also has a lot of 1s here for her. And because she's so pretty, she got options. So, but not all options are good for her. She's being tied to other people, I guess. So we got the devil energy in courtship. Why is the devil in courtship here for Mrs. Taehyung? Yeah, Mrs. Taehyung is the main female. She that chick. And she trending. Whoever she is, honey. She got attitude, but for all good reasons, okay? She's not taking, she's not taking just anything, and she over anything. You just trying to give her any type of cup, any type of emotions, and calling it love. She over that. So homegirl is not being tied. She may not be being tied to one particular person, but then at the same time being tied to everybody. Because we got courtship. Man, she's just out there being free. But we got the devil energy here. Let's find out more about this devil energy with Mrs. Taehyung. We got the clover that popped out here. So when it comes to this devil energy, honey, now we know the clover, the 4-leaf clover is all about luck, okay? But it's also about opportunities and being rewarded for those opportunities. It's also speaking about success. So there's a lot of success that's coming from this energy as well. So it's a girl out there dating. But this devil energy, honey, speaks of opportunity for her, though. Happiness, success, hope, rewards, luck. Okay, let's pull some more cards. Okay, so because this devil card is showing up, you know, sister girl is out there having luck when it comes to dating. And I guess Taehyung sees that. That's why he's not making big offers, okay? Because sister out there is doing her thing. So let's see. Why is the devil energy here for Mrs. Taehyung? We got isolation here. So I feel like, yeah, Mrs. Taehyung out there dating, doing her thing. And it may be stressing out Taehyung himself. Okay, Mrs. Taehyung may not be ready to settle down. Give me more about this devil energy and Mrs. Taehyung isolation. Yeah, he's moving with caution at this moment. Like I said, he's watching her and he's seeing whoever she is. Okay, but he's not crossing the line yet, even though he wants to. Okay, but he hasn't crossed the line yet when it comes to Mrs. Taehyung. Right now, he feeling like there's some type of isolation in the decisions that he had to make when it comes to her. A sister girl out there dating, honey. Okay. I mean, she's single. I mean, if you ain't made the offer yet, she's single. So Mrs. Taehyung out there dating still. So, let's see. Is there anything else they want to tell us about Mrs. Taehyung? Let's see. How's Mrs. Taehyung feeling right now? How is she feeling? Okay, how is she feeling about Taehyung right now? Does she even know that Taehyung is her soulmate? How is she feeling about Taehyung right now? Okay, so there's growth again. Okay, so we got growth. Okay, because definitely with the garden card, there's definitely growth in this relationship. It's moving. It's maybe growing slow, but it's growing. It says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So it's like this, she's growing, and maybe Taehyung is growing on her. Their relationship is not like, it's healthy. So there's growth here. Okay, let's say that. But Miss Taehyung says she's still free. Okay, she's still free right now. It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Right now, she's in the process of healing, moving. Remember, she's moving away from troubled waters. So she's trying to get to a healing process. Okay, because the cards that came out for her was kind of heavenly for her. So spiritually, she's trying to get to a happy place. And she's all about her independence and getting herself together. Okay, because we got judgment. She may be going through some judgment right now. It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So, how she feels about Taehyung. She feels like the relationship is growing. Okay, it's potential there. Okay, but right now she's too busy trying to set herself free from her mental issues, from her own issues. So she's healing. Okay, but she's still going towards him, because by her healing is making the relationship grow better as towards a, you know, them being together. Because if she stopped growing and she gets to the point that she feels like she's being pulled into another relationship when she's trying to get past a past one, she's just gonna be toxic to him. So right now she's going through judgment right now. Right now she's going through a healing process. Right now she's probably be going through the Black Night of the Soul. Right now she's probably even going through some challenges so that she can be whole and healthy for him. Okay, because she's growing and trying to release anything that's toxic in her past. Since I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And remember, she is on her own path right now, a path of increase. So they're on the path maybe towards coming towards each other, but it's so much work that needs to be done, and it's a long road before they end up together. Okay, so it's a lot of growing, a lot of healing that's going on. They are in communication with each other, whether it's phone or some type of telepathic type of communication. Okay, so they do know each other exists, maybe even just in a spiritual world or in the real world, but like I say, they're helping each other grow. Okay, it's like they're helping each other get through this. And in small ways, not in big ways right now, because no kings or queens. Like the King of Wands showed up here. There's a lot of passion here. But I feel like it's a lot of passion towards their careers. Mrs. Taehyung's career. It's a lot of passion, maybe even coming towards her. Okay. And they may even have a lot of strong passion for each other. But it's the passion that's kind of pulling them together. That's kind of pulling them together, okay? And healing, okay? So that's kind of what I'm picking up here. I hope it makes sense to y'all, honey. So let's see if there's another card. I feel like I want to pull something else. Okay. Now give me more to tie this reading together for Mrs. Taehyung. Okay, just to kind of conclude this reading. We got the octopus. First card out is the octopus. Oops. Okay, so we got the octopus for Mrs. Taehyung. It says practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and your mannerisms. So, like I said, she got a little attitude right now. But homegirl's standing up for what she believes in. She's trying to get through some hard times. She's trying to get away from maybe a traumatic past, or getting through some trauma right now to get to a healthy place right now. So, at the octopus, honey, her hands just probably out there pulling and shape-shifting, trying to figure out who she is, trying to become the woman that she wants to be. So it's like practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and your mannerisms, okay? The way she acts, the way she moves, maybe even the way she looks. Because we got the cardinal here. It says the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and your physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back to equilibrium, okay? So, like, she's a little out of balance right now because there's some struggles here for Mrs. Taehyung right now. And I think Mr. Taehyung is going through the same type of struggles. They're mirroring each other. So, right now they're trying to become whole individually, okay, before they come together. Because we got the manatee. It speaks of accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Okay. Okay, so they trying to figure their stuff out, honey. That's just what I'm picking up. They're trying to figure it out. It says accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. So she probably spent a lot of her life fighting to get to where she needs to be. But they say she needs to change that. Okay, you no longer need to fight, baby. Okay, it's right now. It's the time to figure out who you want to be and be that. Okay, and it's a pursuit on the spiritual level and the physical level, y'all. She's trying to balance it out right now because she's out of balance spiritually and physically. Okay, so physical and spiritual. So sister girl got to get her mental back together. Okay, so she's showing up, but they're not she's not showing up. She's not ready to show up in his life fully right now. Okay. But they kind of are helping each other through this transition. So this transformation. It's definitely a transformation that's going on for her. And I think it's going on for him too. So that's going to conclude the reading for Mrs. Taehyung. Okay. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.